All right, we back. Back to the old format so we can get these podcasts produced on a weekly basis.
You know.
Once again.
I smoke up all that grass so I can see the snakes in my lawn. And when they get close to me, know that I'm a heads on. Whenever we got problems, we just how those problems get solved. Just break it down and roll it up and watch it issue dissolve. You forget about what happened by the time it's gone. And if your hands too big,
getting straight into it today. A lot of things been going on in the hip hop world. Starting off with the Astroworld Festival. And before we get into like the tragic parts of what happened, I don't really keep up with concerts that well, to tell you the truth. So how was the Astroworld Festival like laid out? Is it just a Travis Scott show, or does he bring people out to it like the Tyler the Creator?
Astroworld shit was similar to the Dreamville Fest that happens at Dorothea Dix Park. It was a 2-day event. And he had a bunch of different artists out there. Him, Bad Bunny, SZA, Don Toliver, Earth, Wind and Fire, Lil Baby, 21 Savage, Young Thug, Roddy Ricch, Sheck West, Chief Keef.
Sheck West.
Master P was even out there.
Sheck West with
Metro
no
Boomin.
songs.
It was a pretty star-studded event, and he even brought out Drake.
Master P?
In a lot of the videos.
What did Master P perform?
Oh, I don't know what he performed. I don't even know if he actually performed on that first day. It could have been the second day, but yeah, he had a lot of artists. He surprised people when he brought out Drake. That's when all of the pandemonium started at the concert.
Right, so like that was when Knife Talk was playing. Was a lot of the videos that we saw, right? Because I remember hearing that in the background. I mean, and also before we go into it, I gotta say, bro, that it is a song that I heard in the background of one of the worst videos of this whole thing, where the girl was on the stage trying to tell the cameraman that there's a dead person out there. That song was fucking hot as fuck, bro.
That's okay with you real quick. Take me, let's do it.
What song was it?
It's new, bro. It's not on none of his albums. It was like some shit. I looked up the clip. It's got West Side Gun in it. I think it's called "Have You Ever Been Lost?" That's what the snippet is called. I don't know if that's the real song title. That shit is fucking hot as fuck, my nigga.
Nah, I mean, not to go off on a little tangent real quick, but I listened to those 2 songs that Travis Scott dropped, the Mafia and having a brain fart, but Mafia and Escape Plan.
The double-sided single he dropped.
This new album, I believe is gonna be fire, but that's besides the point.
I gotta say this before because we getting into it today. But that song with him and West Side Gun, shit is fucking fire, bro. But that's besides the point of what we talking about. We already know Travis Scott dropped fire music. Even if I think his some of his albums is shitty, like I think that Birds in the McKnight trap shit is terrible. And I used to think Astroworld is terrible, but now it's gotten up to pretty good.
Right.
Like, I give it like a 6. No, it used to be like a 3. But it's gotten up to where I think it's pretty good. And I think Rodeo is an absolute all-time classic. But this is what I saw. And maybe it's just because I've never been to a concert, at least not one like that. Like, I've been to concerts where basically when I was in college, the concerts that we had for homecoming, because I went to A&T just like you did. So basically, I've been to those. But real concerts, like a festival, I've never been to it.
Neither have I. I always wanted to go to one. I even wanted to go to Dreamville, but, I mean, I just never got around to getting a ticket and going out there.
Seeing that shit from the ground level. Now, I've watched hella concert footage from everything from rap to heavy metal concerts, and saw it from the ground level. And besides that Woodstock 1999 concert, remember that shit that DMX performed at?
Where it seemed like half of the entire population was out there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Besides that, I ain't never seen nothing like this. And the whole fucking shit should have been stopped, bro. The whole shit should have been stopped. Even though I did see a clip where Travis Scott did stop the show to try to help somebody. And then before they even got that body up out of the area, that nigga started the show back up. I saw the aftermath of that clip when he stopped the show, when they was still taking the body out.
Yeah.
He started back up, bro. Like, your music incites fucking crowds.
Yeah,
that's
literal riots. Because it's like, I mean, for lack of better terms, he's not a punk rock artist,
right?
But his fans are similar to punk rock artists as far as the mosh pits and the rowdiness, if I should say. Like, these niggas was jumping up on ambulances that was trying to carry people out, like on top of them dancing. Like, not cooperating with anything. But, I mean, honestly, I don't think I can really blame Travis Scott, though. Because,
I don't blame him.
Yeah, he's still an entertainer at the end of the day. Yeah. I blame the people at the concert that was standing on top of the ambulances and not really being a helper to anything. Really.
I mean, you can't, let's be for real, you can't expect no dumbass motherfuckers at no concert to help anybody with anything.
Right.
Like, you had probably for every 1,000 motherfuckers that was out there, you probably had one person trying to help anybody. And like, you saw, we know about at least like 10 people who died. Motherfuckers who was out there said there was hundreds of bodies dropped out there.
So it was eight people died. 11 went into cardiac arrest.
Right.
25 was transported to the hospital.
Right.
I believe around 18 were hospitalized, like they had to stay. And as far as the rest of it, I'm not really sure. But I think the youngest victim was 10.
Yeah.
And he died.
There was a 5-year-old out there, too.
There was a 5-year-old out there. I seen the videos, but
what do you think about what the Houston police came out and said? This, like, I don't know if it was this morning or yesterday, but I just saw the video posted this morning.
What, about the people being injected with drugs and shit? See, that's something that also could have been happening. And that's another question I had. I want to know how many people had drugs in their system at this concert. Not no
every motherfucking one of them.
Yeah. So like,
you already know. Half of
really
this nigga shit is about getting fucked up. Now, whether he does it or not, the people listening to his shit, especially the young ones, is doing it because that nigga say it's cool to do it.
Right.
Like, as much as I, in my personal opinion, rappers ain't no motherfucking body to look up to. Right? The only thing to look up to with a rapper is if you're going to look up to how they made their way. Like, to me, Soulja Boy is more of a rapper to look up to than a lot of these motherfuckers out here. Not because he's good at rapping. I don't think he is. Not because he's carries himself like a sane person. He carries himself like a 17-year-old kid that's 30. Having all type of temper tantrums and shit. But the one thing he did is he know how to promote. He know how to fucking market, and he know how to use the internet to his advantage.
Right.
So that's a nigga to look up to. Jay-Z is somebody to look up to. Jay-Z knows how to fucking Jay-Z knows how to turn anything he touches into a business plan, right? The Wu-Tang Clan, really not them, but just the RZA. His business mind is something to look up to. You know why? Because he didn't not only took, he made the model that you see happening with most rap artists is something he came up with.
Like what?
Basically, what he came up with is you can sign Wu-Tang Clan as a group, but that's Wu-Tang Clan. Not signing all of us to Loud Records. You gonna sign Wu-Tang Clan as an entity to Loud Records, and we can all go get our own fucking record deals because we is too many motherfucking people here to be splitting up a check 9 ways every time we get paid. So yeah, you can have us. This is the main focus, the group. Like, cause I don't think as good as many records as they sell, as they sold as individual artists, the group projects always sold the most records. Okay, so that's shit to look up to. But like the shit that niggas rap about ain't nothing to look up to me.
Yeah,
like these niggas just entertainers and nothing else to me. But a lot of people look up to these niggas.
And I would say a lot of like the younger fans look up to it the most. So
yeah. Niggas be, anytime you hear a motherfucker be like, yeah, man, I'm listening to this so and so, I'm about to put this on and pop me a pill, right? You know they put those shit like, because to me, Travis Scott music is the drug. Like the way the shit sound to me takes you into that headspace of being like psychedelic. I don't need to get no fucking pill to enhance it to me. But
I feel you. The music is enough for me.
You know that most of them motherfuckers out there was high off their ass.
Literally. Off not no regular drugs either.
No, absolutely not. Like, niggas ain't just hit a blunt and go out there. Niggas had all type of pills and opiates and shit in their system. Most of them motherfuckers was white. Bro, like you know they had some fuckery up in their system, dog. But about people being injected with drugs at this shit. They
even said a security guard was injected in the neck.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck is going on at these places? What's happening out there that, or what's in the music that's making niggas motivated to do shit like this? Or what? Not in the music, like, cause I don't think you pop a Travis Scott song on, you gonna run around with a fucking needle, okay? But what's in that environment that's making niggas wanna do that type of shit?
I'm not sure.
Like
I don't know. I ain't never heard a song that made me want to go drug people.
Me either.
Or
like
I ain't never even really heard a song that made me want to,
bro,
do anything.
That's what I was about to say.
Listen to the music.
I was about to say,
made me dance.
If you want me to be honest, I ain't never heard a song that made me want to do shit, bro. Like nothing. Like music don't move me in that type of way.
I don't know.
Music moved me in the type of way, where I can appreciate the artistry, and I love how it sound, and I just want to.
I done had music that made me want to make music,
right?
Or make me want to produce a song or write a lyric, but never. It ain't never motivated me to get up and don't go do anything. Even when them niggas is trying to. Even the Outkast song, get out and get something, never made me want to do anything. Bro, I want to get up and get out and get something because I don't want to be a fucking bum. Not because CeeLo told me to do it. Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But
nah, what happened at this festival was a tragedy, no doubt.
Definitely.
It's very sad that things like this had to happen. I don't even really, but see, also I don't really understand how you could have stopped the crowd surge like that.
You
like,
can stop it by just not playing any more music.
So you think he should have just stopped?
If he stopped the music, that shit would have stopped, bro. Like, cause when you with Travis Scott, at least I done seen the concert footage of him a lot of times. I just haven't seen it from the ground level like this, right? When I see him, I see the crowd just standing there, and they don't explode until his shit drops.
Yeah.
They don't and the truth. On another note, bro, as much as I like Travis Scott music, why the fuck would anybody want to go see him in concert?
I mean, I would.
The fuck for?
I don't know. I just feel like, I mean, other than what happened, I do truly feel like Travis Scott has a lot of songs that are good and worth listening to live and seeing him perform it. But as far as being a part of the crowd and being essentially squeezed so tight together that you literally can't breathe, that's not something I'm interested in.
See, I don't say it because I don't think that his music is worth it, but I don't think, from what I've seen, his fucking performances ain't worth it. Because I saw one of his performances where the sound engineer, like, because, you know, live concerts have engineers working, like,
to make it sound
on the
good.
fly. And when the auto-tune on his mic stopped working, he sounded like pure shit.
Yeah.
Like his music, like, he doesn't, the way his music is made, he cannot do his music without the effects that are on the album. So his microphone is tuned to do that shit live. And I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I can just listen to the album and it'll sound way better than that live version.
Makes sense.
Like I don't. No, I wouldn't have any interest in seeing him live. Truth be told, like, I want to see somebody like Daft Punk live, or
but I was watching some of the footage from this festival, and it was one video in particular. He was standing up on like this platform, and it was just him. And
the shit where it was rotating him around,
and it was like people carrying out lifeless bodies, and he's just standing there like. What's the word for it? Not singing, but
like chanting,
like,
bro.
Yeah,
that
like
shit.
Chant,
I saw
like,
that shit,
and it's just like, as a person, before anything, you see this stuff. That's not enough for you to like. All right, I'm a make sure these people are fine first,
right?
Or even I'm gonna take a break and just let these people let the EMS people do what they gotta do, or I'ma at least make sure my fans are okay if you really care about your fans and the people who funded this festival, for lack of better terms. But I don't know. I just saw that and it was kind of crazy.
I mean, what do you think about the people? Like, I'm not going into no wild shit. I'm taking words from motherfuckers who was there. Like, I'm not out here saying this nigga is blood sacrificing people. What do you think about the people that saying that it was in there that they was feeling like demonic energy?
It just felt like we was like literally like in fucking hell, bro. Like, it felt like we was in a concert in hell. You couldn't breathe. You couldn't see. Like, just imagine all the people they gonna find tonight who was in that crowd, who nobody could see, who nobody could hear, who passed out, and everybody was just trampling on top of them the whole fucking concert. Like, I'm thinking it's probably gonna be like at least 100 people who dead tonight. Like, I kid you not. Like, in the VIP section, it was so many bodies laid out. People was getting pulled out who was fainted, and the medics were trying to give them CPR, and they was flipping them over, and like they was literally turning black and blue. Like, I never seen death in my fucking life, bro. Just by me alone, it was probably like 10 fucking people laid out dead. And like, once the medics tried to help them, they wasn't responding. They moved to the next person. It was nothing they could do. Like, this shit really fucked me up and like really spooked me tonight. Like, that was like some demonic shit. Like, and what was so crazy, like, people were screaming help, trying to tell Travis Scott. They was like, help. The whole crowd was just going like, help. And he just kept going, bro. It was like, that shit was scary, bro. It was so demonic, bro. And mind you, y'all see the type of music I make. Y'all see everything, like, you know, like, I've been so heavily influenced by Travis, but, like, after tonight, bro, like, God really showed me, like, you know, like, stay away from that shit, bro. Like, that shit not for you, because, like, he sacrificed so many people's lives tonight, like, for real. Like, so many people's lives are gone tonight because they want to go to a fucking Travis Scott concert and have fun. You know, he influenced people to be raging and all this shit. So many people broke in, and it was just chaos, bro. It was a living fucking hell, bro. Imagine seeing all those dead bodies, and that was just by me.
Anyone else notice that the stage is an inverted cross leading to a portal into hell?
This is where the tragedy occurred last night, where 8 people lost their lives.
Anybody want to tell me what the hell that is walking across up there at the top? What is that?
Garrett Chaney is live at the scene.
Yeah,
that motherfucker.
No. And I saw this. I got a picture on my phone, and I want to put this exact picture inside of this so they can see this picture also.
Send it was to this me. One guy.
It was this one guy on TikTok. He was sitting there, and he was saying, like, it felt like he was in literal hell because he was like, he couldn't breathe. It was hot. It was like people. He was like, he was looking around him, and it was just bodies just dropping around him while this music is still going. And it was a picture, this exact picture right here. Like, you see things like that say, see you on the other side. And it just makes
This is from the fucking concert?
Yeah.
This shit happened?
Yeah. I don't know if that exactly happened, but that's one of the things that was behind them. Because that I don't want to call it a mountain or whatever it is.
That don't like no goddamn mountain to me.
Yeah, whatever was behind the Jumbotron or whatever. That was one of the things that was behind there, but I don't know. It seemed, I get what people saying. It seemed very demonic, for lack of a better term.
Fuck,
again,
I forgot the flash drive.
I definitely believe that this was one of those weird instances where you would have somebody say something like that as far as sacrificing people and.
I done been in places where, like, if people that's listening to this don't believe in this type of thing, you're not gonna understand where I'm about to come from, bruh. Mm-hmm. I done been in places where the energy seemed demonic, my nigga, and when it's there, you can fucking feel it. Mm-hmm. When it's there, you can feel it, bro. Whether motherfuckers is believers or not, I done seen people get turned into believers after they've been through some harrowing situations. Just let's say that.
I was about to say, you want to explain
what one of the instances I was in?
Mm-hmm. Just for a reference. And I have this video, the TikTok. I don't know if I can play the TikTok, but
just send it to me. Like, I'll put it in. Mm-hmm. I'll put it in when I get to the.
Because he was saying like you couldn't breathe, you couldn't see.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut this motherfucker up
like,
and edit it for real.
Dark. Like
I done learned how to edit with Movie Maker, so I'm gonna do it. But one of the times that I was in a place where I felt some real demonic energy, it was just me and one other person. I'm not gonna say this person's name. Mm-hmm. There's a friend of mine who I met, who I was. It was a friend of mine who I met and I was trying to make music with. Mm-hmm. Like I met this person through making like making shit, and this was like when I used to do music and I used to do whatever. Whether you done heard some of my beats or not, you'll never know because I'm not gonna tell you what they are, but you probably have, right? So. This is why I can speak on a lot of this shit because I've been in the rooms. But this is, it was a person, I ain't even going to tell you what they do. Mm-hmm. But they are a person that's a part of the music making process. And this person is involved with one of them organizations, bruh. They're involved with one of them organizations. And I started to say something just off the cuff, and this person jumped up. Literally, this is no lie. This is hands to the sky. Hand to God. They jumped up in the middle of the room. Told me to be quiet. And like we was in this person's house, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like, and it was just me and them. They significant other was out of town in their hometown. Right? I was just making beats, and this person was fucking EQing them for me. And I was just talking. They jumped up. They said, shut the fuck up. They started looking around their own fucking house, opening doors, looking outside, looking on their own balcony. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? They was like, whatever you do, don't ever say shit like that on a Saturday. I was like, what? They was like, I gotta check around here because I gotta make sure ain't nobody listening to us. I was like, who the fuck gonna be listening to us in your house? They was like, don't worry about it. And then they started telling me all type of other shit. Like I was like, yo, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm like, I'm going to the crib, bro. And this is not a crazy person. Yeah. Bro. This is not a crazy person. This is a person who told me that they wish they never got involved with that organization they got involved with, but they in it now and they can't get out. Like once you do it, you're in it for life. Right. That's what they told me. And so it's one of those. It's a fraternity. Yeah. I'll just put it that way. And they told me that, and they did all that shit, and I had never seen motherfucker act like that before then or after. Because I was around that person a whole bunch of times doing music shit after that happened. Like, and I never seen them do that again. Like, and I was like, bro, it felt like the fucking devil was in the room. Bro, I had to go. Bro, like, for real.
Nah, but that shit is definitely real. Some of that eyes wide shut type shit. But, nah. It was a lot of people saying that Travis Scott shit was definitely some real intense shit.
It was... If you take the clips out of context, which we have because we weren't there, the shit looked real evil. Yeah. Like,
very evil.
But that's out of context. Because some of the clips you see him...
It looks... In some of the clips, it looks good. Like, even with the 5-year-old, they got him, like, up.
Fuck that, bro. My 5-year-old wouldn't be nowhere near that shit.
No doubt. But it doesn't seem how it looked in the other videos that some people showed, where you got people going up behind the person recording the festival and telling them that it's people dying down here.
Right.
And you got people climbing up the ladder screaming to them, telling them to stop the show. And then you got other people recording it, dancing, fighting. Well, I seen one video, a guy threw a drink at this some buff nigga. Got
beat the fuck out that nigga, man.
Like, it was just so many things going on at this concert that was just like...
And I'll give him credit where credit is due. Not for the bullshit statements that he put out afterwards, because everybody, when something fucked up happened, every celebrity put out a statement. Okay? But I'm talking about what he did in his actions. I saw footage of him stopping the show to try to get people help. But... like I said, if the show would have completely stopped, they would have been able to get every motherfucker up out of there. Like once I see niggas in my crowd dying, I'm putting this shit to a halt.
Yeah, very fast. Once I see one person even fall, or I'm hearing it, like I'm seeing people, not upset, but once shit start getting real, you have to stop. And that's if you care about the people that are at these shows,
Do they care about the people that are at these shows?
I mean, do they?
Probably not, bro. We care about the motherfucking admission that they paid to get into it. The fucking ticket was probably $200 or $300 damn dollars.
No, or more. Festivals are fairly expensive. Like Dreamville was around $299 a ticket.
Right.
And that's for one person. So, I mean, but it was also a 2-day event. So.
Yeah, like, I don't know, bro. Like, it's not some shit that I would ever want to be at. Like, it's not something that, like, I don't have any aspiration to go to an Astroworld or a Dreamville Fest or none of that shit. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, I can say, like, even though I don't think that Travis Scott is worth seeing in person, like, from what it looked like, he puts on a good show for people who want to see him. Mm-hmm. Like, I just don't think he's worth seeing, because I just rather listen to his album. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what I would do, because, I mean, I love his music. Right. I just don't want to see him in concert. But he looks like he puts on a good show, but where do fucking ethics come into play when it comes to shit like this? Mm-hmm. I don't think that they do. They don't come into play, bro. Like, I don't think that ethics come into play, and some people might say it ain't the fucking musician's job to give a fuck about any of that.
And that was my stand on it first. I was saying, I don't know. I don't think Trav should be held accountable.
I mean, he didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He shouldn't be in trouble for this shit. He shouldn't be canceled for this shit.
And people were saying that the money that was made by the concert should go to the families of the people who died.
As much as I think he should have stopped the motherfucking show, right? Travis Scott didn't hold no gun up to your head, tell your ass to come over there.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. He ain't liable to pay for niggas' funerals. Mm-hmm. That's my opinion on it. Mm-hmm. Like, man, if they got some sort of insurance company that covers the festivals that's supposed to pay out shit like this when disasters happen, that's a different thing. But not the money that he made that go in his pocket, or that he paid Drake and them with for coming. Right. Like, I don't think that need to go to no victim. Mm-hmm. Like, that's not, I mean, as tragic as the shit is, I don't think, nah, bro. Fuck that. Because then when you start doing shit like that, where do you draw the line at? Yeah. Like, do the Warner Brothers need to pay out the family of the motherfuckers? Excuse me. The Warner Brothers need to pay out the families of the victim of that stupid motherfucker who walked up in the Dark Knight Rises and shot everybody? Yeah. Like, they didn't, that wasn't their fault. Mm-hmm. Like, it wasn't their fault.
I definitely agree with that, though. But it was very sad. It's a very sad thing that happened.
Yeah, it is. Like, and this is the one thing I'll continue to say and hold up towards him is that, if, in my opinion, now I could be wrong, but in my opinion, from watching from afar, because I've never been to a concert of his, he has complete crowd control. The crowd moves with what he does when he does these fucking shows. Mm-hmm. If he would have turned off the music, even if the music just stopped for like 20 minutes, to give him time to drag all of those limped over bodies up out of there and started it back, because niggas is passing out and the crowd was just continuing to jump on them. Yeah. Like, people was getting trampled to death. That's what was happening to a lot of them. Mm-hmm. Like, as far as what's going on with the drugs getting injected into motherfuckers, shit, I can't even hardly speak on that. I don't know what the fuck. Like,
that's just
bruh, I ain't take my black ass to that shit, bro. Like, I ain't nothing. That nigga ain't not even him. Like, I don't want to go see none of these motherfuckers in person that do that type of music. Like, the type of music Travis Scott make, which is straight up. Well, no, let me rephrase it. The type of show that Travis Scott do, which is based on the crowd going wild,
like that Project X type shit.
Yeah, or like a Playboy Cardi show. He a better example.
The mosh pits and shit.
Yeah, he stars mosh pits, and half of the fucking show was him not even rapping his shit. Mm-hmm. He just jumping in circles. Yeah, like, I done watched the whole Playboy Cardi concert on YouTube, and you can hear him say maybe every other bar. Like,
and most of it is just fucking, for lack of better terms, litness.
Yeah. Yep, that's it. People getting lit. Like, that ain't some shit I would want to go see. Like, I'd rather go see a more lyrical rapper in concert if I was gonna go do that. Mm-hmm. Like where the crowd is still live, but it's live because we know every word to the fucking song. Niggas is rapping the whole verses and shit like that.
Right. Not necessarily going out there just to fucking jump around and push people and fucking not be able to breathe.
Right.
Because you so fucking close.
Right.
I feel it though. But
rest in peace to everybody who died at Astroworld, and get well soon to everybody that's hospitalized and all that. And shit is crazy, man. Mm-hmm. If you on a conspiracy theory type shit, bro, like, and maybe it looked like an Illuminati sacrifice to you. To me, it just looked like an unfortunate situation.
Right.
Right.
But going into the next thing, let's talk about Henry Ruggs.
Right.
The former wide receiver for the Los Angeles Raiders.
He is a real demon. I don't even, bruh.
156 miles per hour.
I will confess. When I had my Mustang, I had a 2016 Mustang GT 5.0 with a little bit of work done to it, and it was the 6-speed manual transmission. Mm-hmm. I drove that motherfucker 140 miles per hour one day on a road that had no other person on it but me. Mm-hmm. If I would have crashed, I would have been the only one dead, right? And I wasn't fucking drunk. You know what I'm saying?
His blood alcohol level was twice the legal limit.
Right. Twice the legal limit. With a gun in the car. Loaded gun. Okay, the gun is one thing. He was in Vegas. I think Nevada is a place. Was it though? No. Did it happen in Vegas?
I think, yeah. It was Las Vegas.
Okay, because if it happened in Vegas, I think Nevada might be a place where you can have guns and shit at. Mm-hmm. All right, but I'm not really hung up on.
I think he is facing a gun charge though too.
He is facing a gun charge. Mm-hmm. Like, but I'm not. The gun might have been unregistered or something. Like that's the least of his fucking worries.
Yeah, but he is facing 40 years, up to 40 years.
That shit right there is the fucking prime example of how one stupid decision can fuck up your whole life, and people around you who don't even know you life. Mm-hmm. Like his stupid decision ended somebody's life, right? Because he was that fucking dumb to get behind the wheel after getting fucked up. Mm-hmm. Like I'll never understand why some people think some of the shit is a good idea. Right? He was driving in one of them C8 Corvettes too. That motherfucker can get up to 156 miles per hour without you even noticing. Mm-hmm. That shit is built like an arrow. Yeah. It's built to go fast like that.
Yeah, and there's even a video out there which shows the RAV4 driving at a normal speed, and then shows the Corvette zooming past like it literally looks like a fucking bullet. Like you barely even see it in the screen if you're not looking at it. That shit's moving.
Right.
What's that?
That's the MacBook? Mm-hmm. This is a fan inside of it?
Mm-hmm. Right here.
Oh, so the MacBook I got at the house don't have a fan. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
But, yeah, driving fast as shit.
Bro, that's, I just don't understand the thought process he was going through when he decided to get drunk and get behind the wheel of a fucking car of any type let alone a car like that. Like a car like that make you
want to drive fast.
It don't make you want to drive fast. It make you more prone to doing stupid shit. Like I can speak from experience. My car before, like, and that, I didn't hit anybody. Like somebody hit me, rear-ended my car and totaled it. So like, let's get that out there. I didn't crash into anybody. That's not what. But it made you prone to do stupid shit. Like it made you prone. It made me prone to, like, if a nigga pulled up next to me, like, and that nigga revved up his engine, oh, it's time to race. Like we in the fucking Fast and Furious. I had to come back down to earth and say, no, it ain't really time to do this dumb shit all the time. Like I got to stop doing this before I end up dead. Like, and luckily, I mean, I only raced like 3 people in my car, and before I stopped doing the dumb shit. And like, if it was a crowded road, I wouldn't even do it. But that's still, like, I still did some wrong shit. Like, but I wasn't drunk when I did any of it. But it make you want to, cause like you sitting there and you you ain't in some regular shit. Like no matter. When you get above a certain thing, I would say when you get something on like the level of even like a Kia Stinger, if you get something on that level, you not in no regular shit no more. Like it's a whole different ball game from when you sitting inside like a Kia Optima, which is what I had before I had the Mustang. Just a regular old car that gets you from here and there. When you get inside some shit that got 400 and 500 horsepower, you in a different world than everybody else that's fucking driving, bro. Like that's just how it is. If you haven't drove a car like that, then you don't know what I'm talking about. Like, and I know to many people, a Mustang, a Corvette, a fucking Camaro, or a Charger or a Challenger might seem like a regular car. Because it's not a Lambo or a McLaren or something. Corvettes, Chargers, Challengers, Camaros, Mustangs, those are not regular cars. They're not. Those motherfuckers are dangerous, bruh. Like, all of them. So when you got something like that, you got to take even more responsibility than normal motherfuckers that's driving normal shit on the road. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you can go on.
Nah. I mean, I don't really got much to say. Like, it was just, this shit goes to show how quick one decision can just change your life forever.
Right.
For better or for the worse. Like, because now, just because you wanted to drive fast for a little bit, a woman and her dog is dead.
Yeah.
Family's grieving.
Yeah.
Your family, I mean, I don't want to go to say as much as they fucked up, but you can't provide for your family anymore.
Right.
Not to mention, you was like, he was second in yards in the NFL?
Yeah, because he one of the fastest niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah, he a deep threat. Like, every time he catch the ball, it's like a 60-yard touchdown.
Yeah. So, like, you essentially, you fucked up.
The domino effect of what you fucking done is ridiculous. Like, the domino effect of what he's done is fucking ridiculous. And it's all because he was drunk driving. I mean, I don't mean to sound like a fucking PSA, but this is what it is. And this is the thing. How come in a lot of these drunk driving situations, it's always the innocent people who get killed and the dumb motherfucker who caused it all walk away from the shit.
Right.
Like, this nigga literally walked away from this shit.
Literally.
Like, I ain't wishing death on him, don't get me wrong. But he caused it. Him and his passenger walked away from it, and the other person is dead. Like, and their dog. Like, but this shit is just ridiculous.
And I mean, even Derek Carr came out and said, he was like, he needs love right now because he's getting so much hate.
Give him love, Derek Carr.
I mean, I don't know.
That's Derek Carr's job. Derek Carr know that nigga. I don't know that nigga. The only thing I know about that nigga is he played for the Raiders. I don't even know what fucking college he came from.
I think.
And
don't even give me the line.
And that he was a mediocre receiver except for his speed. Like, that's what sets him apart from people. And now that he's done this, that's what I know.
Yeah, but that shit is absolutely crazy how one decision can really fuck up your life. Literally a few seconds.
Right. Because that shit was like nothing, bro.
Literally nothing.
That shit was like, when we say nothing, I'm talking about how fast he was in and out of that motherfucking screen. Right? How fast he was in and out of that screen. Like, in that video when we saw the Corvette come past, that shit was like if you blink, you missed it.
Yeah. No, he was driving 156 miles per hour.
Right.
Something we do in fucking video games.
That shit is crazy.
But I don't know. I mean, if you do drive drunk, I believe everybody. I believe everybody should just look at this situation and really ask yourselves: do you want to drive drunk? But I mean, to each his own, I guess.
Exactly. He went to Alabama and he was the 12th pick overall in the draft of last year. So he had money.
Yeah.
Because when you a first round pick like that, you guaranteed to get millions. Right? So, I mean, and your whole future just went down the toilet.
Literally.
Just went down the toilet. All right.
46, facing up to 46 years.
Shit, bro. I mean, some people bring up like that, like Dante Stallworth did this shit too. Dante Stallworth was drunk driving. He went twice the legal limit. And he hit a man and killed him in Florida, but he was only going like 50 miles per hour, and the man was crossing the crosswalk that he wasn't supposed to be crossing, but still, he hit and killed the dude. And Dante Stallworth did 24 days in jail and was back in the fucking NFL right afterwards. Like, so, but that's, I mean, somebody died, but I don't know. That was 2008 or 9. Like, I think it was 2010 where Dante Stallworth did that. This 2021. Motherfuckers will cancel you just for saying that. Motherfuckers will cancel you or try to cancel you just for saying that you ain't gonna bow down to the transgenders. Like, if you kill somebody drunk driving now, people is gonna try to make sure your life is over. Like, they try to get Dave Chappelle up out of here just because he ain't on bended knee to transgender people. I mean, get the fuck on.
Yeah, and it was also a lot of people saying that it was this woman who killed a young mother and her infant son, and her name was actually Beth Ann White.
That white lady.
Yeah.
And she killed that man family, bruh.
Yeah. And they were saying that these were two similar cases, except for one is being charged and one hasn't.
That white woman ain't been charged.
I don't believe so. Not
she had to be. She was a fucking repeat drunk driver. This was like, she been popped with DUIs before this.
They said. Multiple DUIs. Although she was arrested, she has not been charged. So, I mean, it's just one of those situations where it's like, this shit ain't even.
Bruh. It's crazy. It remind me of I think it was what did that boy do? I think it was a drunk driving situation. And the motherfucker said that they didn't give him time because he got affluenza. You know what that means? That means that a motherfucker grew up so rich that he can't understand the consequences of his actions.
The swimmer?
No, that was the guy who they claimed who did the fucking sexual assault, who they claimed the affluenza shit with.
Yeah.
This is a different dude. That was in California. This is the guy who I think this person was from Texas. I think he drunk driving and killed somebody, and they claim affluenza on him too. Shit, had to burp. My bad. Muting the mic, trying to be more better about things.
Nah, but that shit crazy though.
Yeah, man. Like
that shit's definitely crazy.
Yeah, man. Like rest in peace to that lady who Henry Ruggs killed and her dog. Yeah, because he did kill him. Fuck that accident shit.
No, he did.
He killed him. That's what my opinion is.
He definitely did. 156 miles per hour. Yeah, but rest in peace to. I don't
know her name.
I think I know her first name's Tina.
Yeah, rest in peace to her.
But yeah, on to the next.
When I come home, I'm still gonna be the king.
All right. You want to talk about him first, or you want to talk about Alpo?
Yeah, let's do Alpo and mix a little Boosie into that too.
All right. Alpo is dead, man.
Yeah, on Halloween.
Alpo is
morning
dead.
Of Halloween. They were saying he tried to hide his face with a mask, the Halloween mask.
I don't know.
Trying to hide his identity.
A whole lot of rumors is going around about what he was trying to do and what he was doing. There was rumors he was back up in the game.
They said he threw some heroin out. I heard that one.
It was rumors that he was still out there doing the same shit he used to do back in the day, which is popping niggas' girls and all type of shit.
More to the story, he got popped.
Like, number one, I just don't I don't understand why he came back.
Neither do I. That nigga
to that
to Alaska or some
He
shit.
should have got the fuck out of. He was in witness protection in like Maine. His name was Abraham Rodriguez. That's what they renamed him to. Yeah, and
but he couldn't have believed he was gonna be fine after that shit.
I mean, he did believe it.
That's what I'm saying. He could. I don't know why.
Like, what do you think happened? Like, I
believe.
Do you think somebody
honestly,
came back and got him because of what he did to Rich Porter?
Maybe. I believe. Honestly, niggas was probably staking him out as soon as he touched down.
But he been out for 5 years.
Yeah, niggas probably had tabs on him, and they probably just knew.
And not only had he been out for 5 years, he I think he got out in 2015, so he been out for 6 years. And not only that, he when he got out, remember we was looking at this years ago, I think before we even started doing the podcast.
He was making that shit.
Documentary where he went and showed where he dumped Rich Porter body at. Like, this man was doing bullshit to the point where he thought he was untouchable again. What do you think about that? What goes on in his mentality that makes him think that somebody won't jump up on him?
I don't know. I don't know. Because, like I said, that nigga should have went far away from Harlem. Or wherever it happened in New York.
It was Harlem. That's where he was from, too.
Went far away.
And the way
and never even stepped foot in Harlem again.
The way I understand it, he was killed right in a place where he used to hang out at all the time when he was in his heyday. Like at one of his normal hangout spots is where he was killed at. And
I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean the nigga was just asking for it.
Right.
Like, who the fuck goes back?
That shit
crazy. Who the fuck goes back?
That shit crazy, man. I wouldn't. I would have got the fuck out of there, but then again, I wouldn't have been in witness protection.
Yeah.
Because I'm a firm believer in if you doing something and you get caught, then you face the motherfucking consequences, bro. Like, but
no kidding.
that's why I'm not doing what the fuck he was doing. Like, I'm not selling dope. Like, I had the fucking opportunity to do it, and I said, no, this is not for me. Like I said, I'm not doing that shit. And I ain't saying I said, no, this is not for me after I tried it. No. I said, no, this is not for me, period. I didn't even attempt to try it. Like, I had that shit offered up to me on a silver platter. Nigga was like, yeah, you can, if you do this, if you do, all I want you to do, I ain't gonna say no names, but he told me and two other good friends of mine, like my friend is the one who introduced us to the guy. Like, it wasn't some shit I had set up.
Right.
My friend is the one that introduced us to the guy. The guy was like, I give you this shit as long as y'all come back and buy from me when you run out. So I'm gonna give you this, and when y'all sell it all, come back and buy some more. Nope. Fuck that. Like, nah, bro.
That shit is a dangerous game. Like, and especially if you snitched. Like, if niggas know you a known snitch, and I'm pretty sure niggas don't forget shit like that.
No, but a lot of people don't.
I don't know what made him think. I don't think he thought niggas forgot. I know he couldn't have believed that. I don't know what made him psych himself up that much to go and just go back.
Well, according to what people who know him said, that like motherfuckers was like, they don't care if he snitched. I don't think him being a snitch is what got him killed. Like, unless, like, the people, it was like motherfuckers who still loved him said they don't care if he snitched. He didn't snitch on them. That was what they were saying. I don't, unless somebody from DC came and got him, because he ain't like down there. That's where he did the most snitching on people now. But people was like, yeah, they don't give a fuck if he snitched or not. He didn't snitch on them. But this is the thing, right? I don't think it was about the snitching. I think it's about something if he got popped in New York, it was about something he did to somebody.
Yeah.
Like, and if it was me, I would think it's connected to what he did to Rich Porter, because had he not killed Rich Porter brother probably wouldn't have died. Right? Because Rich Porter was getting up money to get his kidnapped 12-year-old brother from the kidnappers, which his own uncle did the kidnapping.
Yep.
Like, so, like, that, people who love those people probably would never forgive him. They probably don't even give a fuck that he dead. That probably ain't even fucking comforting to them. But I don't know, man. Like, if it was me, if I was him in his predicament, I would have stayed my ass the fuck away from there.
Far away.
But that he don't think like us, man. He think like a drug trafficker from the 80s. And the thing about drug traffickers from the 80s, the ones that we know, they all got something in common. And the thing in common is they want to be the man. The ones that we know. There's plenty of them that we don't know of who got away with it and is living the high life right now. We don't know it because they never talked about it. But the flashy ones, they always want to be the man, bro. And I think Alpo still wanted to be the man. That's what I think it is. And if he was still in that I want to be the man mentality, it ain't no bigger place where he was the man at than Harlem. So he got to go back over there to his fucking stomping grounds. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure. That shit crazy. It's one of those situations where it's like, you did it to yourself, in my opinion.
Oh, well, I mean,
you go back.
To tell you the truth, bro, in most situations, these motherfuckers is gonna get clapped anyway or put away forever. Not just Alpo. Like, I'm not surprised. Like, all of them. Alpo is now dead. Alpo killed Rich Porter, and somebody tried to kill AZ. That whole fucking crew was almost wiped out. bruh. That whole crew is almost wiped out. Like AZ survived by pure God's grace, because he would have been the first one dead. His fucking his sister boyfriend tried to kill him. You know what I'm saying? Shit, crazy. But it's crazy to me.
That shit is very crazy.
It's crazy to me that he took his ass back to fuck over there.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'm out.
Yeah, definitely. But shit, let's go into this little Boosie.
I know you. You the rapper Lil Boosie be talking about me and my friends and my nieces. My niece, Lil Nas X, that's my niece. And bitch, I'll beat you up. Talk shit now. Talk shit now. Whatever the fuck you is, you better bitch, get the fuck out of it, punk. Bitch, I ain't no steroid punk. Bitch, fuck you and that ball ass hell out of it.
Shit.
Bro, Lil Boosie.
I don't know. It seemed like it was a camera crew there with the whole situation. So I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's fake. I don't know if he's using that shit for... Because, I mean, Boosie has done a lot of this shit where he is doing wild shit and then it turns out to be something for a fucking music video or some shit. And I mean, Lil Nas X, that's my niece. That's my niece.
Bro, I don't know if Boosie was slanging the fag word for publicity, bro, because that ain't gonna get him any publicity.
Hey, He did seem upset though. He seemed a little upset.
Whether the guy who ran up on him was fucking...
I ain't even want to talk about this for long. I had to get it out there.
Right. I'm gonna just say this. This is all I gotta say about it. Whether the guy that ran up on him was faking it or not is one thing, but I don't think Boosie was faking it.
No, I don't think so.
That's all I got to say.
He seemed very upset. But see, also, why? My next question is, why the fuck was the speaker?
I didn't even notice that.
That shit is in there. That shit is at the top of the screen.
I ain't noticed that.
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like that nigga should just stop beefing with Lil Nas X. I mean, Lil Nas X said he won't beef him back. I just feel like that nigga should just stop.
Well, who gives a fuck about Lil Nas X anyway? Like, I don't like, his album came out, it came and went, and I don't hear anybody talking about that shit anymore. Like, I tried to listen to it, I just couldn't get with it.
Yeah, I listened to it. Yeah. There's a lot of shit in there that won't for me, but it was also some good songs in there.
I gave the shit a fair chance. And it ain't even all about him being a fucking homo. Bruh, like the shit just ain't that good to me. I never have liked his music. When Old Town Road came out, nobody knew that nigga was gay. I ain't like that shit, man. I just don't. The Industry Baby shit, that's a pretty good song. I'll say that much. What's another pretty good song up there? I don't know. His album didn't even hit number one. For all the hubbub about it, ABBA hit number one. Or was ABBA shit not number one, or was ABBA shit number 3? Let me see. I think ABBA shit hit number 1. I'm about to look. Let's check. The ABBA's album go number 1, a group from the motherfucking 70s, bro. And they put a new album out. They don't got the charts. What is going on? No. ABBA shit just came out, so never mind. I'm tripping. It said it was the Montero was the most pre-ordered album on Apple Music. Okay, ahead of Apple's shit. So I was wrong about that, but I don't know. His album went number 2 on the Billboard, and you would think that, especially with those big ass singles, that he would have a number 1 album, because those single sales count towards the album sales now. But he didn't. So I mean, it's just another album at the end of the day. you know. And to me, it remind me of, not musically, but to me, it remind me of all the hype surrounding the Big Day album just for it to flop.
Yeah, that shit was trash. But I'm gonna go on and leave that little Boosie, Lil Nas X shit where it was. Stop beefing with that nigga. He don't want to beef back.
Man, Lil Boosie is always into something, bro. And like most of the time when I hear about something that Lil Boosie is doing, my biggest question is like, fucking why, man, nigga? Like, just knock it the fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
But Lil Boosie's gonna just continue to do and say what he wants, and then when they revoke his Instagram, he gonna beg to get it back. That's what.
With Soulja Boy is top 5 most influential, and I'm not gonna argue with you niggas about this at all. But this nigga, Soulja Boy, top 5 as far as to what we are today.
Yeah,
you know that's. It's
why
like
you take him off your album?
You ain't hear that verse?
No. He was apparently. Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. He was apparently mad at you. The verse wasn't good.
Nah,
but Kanye's stirring up a lot of shit right now.
That's, bro. Is he got another album coming out?
Yeah, he said in the Drink Champs, he said it out of his own mouth. He was like talking about the singles and shit. He was like singing or melodizing one of the new songs that's gonna be on the deluxe. He said he's gonna drop a Donda Deluxe or whatever.
Because every time he start doing this type of shit, it's because an album is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like,
and the nigga, he talking shit about Big Sean.
I mean, whatever. Big Sean is terrible.
He talking about Just Blaze.
That's the shit that got me, bro. That's the shit that got me.
He name dropped the lot in that Drink Champ shit. But yeah, he was saying something about
Just Blaze copied him.
Copycat.
Just Blaze was out before him.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, like Just Blaze.
And I think it was over. Is it over the Blueprint?
No, or was he just saying he's a copycat in general? No, what happened was Nori asked him who's better, Swiss Beats or Just Blaze. Mm-hmm. And he said Swiss Beats. He said Just Blaze is just a copycat. He copied me. Look where he's at now, and look where I'm at now. And Just Blaze, he said Just Blaze copied him. He did the first half of the Blueprint when I think the first thing, like whatever order they recorded it in, the first thing you hear on the Blueprint is not a Kanye West or a Just Blaze beat, it's a Bink beat, right? Yeah. And then you hear, then it's Kanye, because it's Takeover, then it's Izzo, then it's Just Blaze with Girls. Then I think number 5 was it that nigga Jigga, that nigga Jigga. I know number 6 is You Don't Know, which is Just Blaze again. Jigga, that nigga Jigga. I think that's the fucking Track Masters. That's not either one of them. Then you have what's my shit? Then you got Hola Ovito, which is Timbaland. Then you got Heart of the City, which is Kanye. Never Change, which is Kanye. Then you got Song Cry, the worst song, which is Just Blaze again. Then you have All I Need, which is another Bink beat. Renegade, which is Eminem produced that. Blueprint, which is that's a whole bunch of different producers, because that's that 12-minute long song. They got a hidden song on the back end of it. Who's listed as producing that one? Let me look. Because I think that's Just Blaze. That Mama Love Me. That shit is hot.
Must love me. Yeah. Nah, but I don't know. Kanye, he did say he was making the shit, but
he talking about motherfucker.
Bink produced that.
Bink produced the Blueprint.
And then Lyrical Exercise, Just Blaze, Girls, Part 2 is Kanye.
Yeah, which, if we want to really motherfucking get down to it, that Girls 2 is garbage. That the real Girls with Just Blaze could never be topped by that bullshit Kanye produced. That's why it's hidden 8 minutes deep into a track who you have to listen to 2 whole minutes of silence before you even get to it. like motherfuckers gotta really just be riding in the car because when you buy the Blueprint album, that shit is not on the book jacket. Mm-hmm. You can't see it. So you gotta really be riding in the car, let the Blueprint song end, and just let the CD sit in the back when the Blueprint came out, of course. Now you don't do that shit. Mm-hmm. Now when you click on it, you see that the motherfucker is 12 minutes long on Apple Music and you wonder why. Right. But back then, you had to sit in there and really let the CD just keep spinning. And for whatever reason, you didn't push any buttons, and all of a sudden, Lyrical Exercise comes on. Then Girls, Girls, Girls 2. But no, bro. Like, if we want to be honest, bro, that Girls, Girls, Girls 2 shit don't even need to fucking exist, bro. That shit is garbage as fuck. That beat trash. Mm-hmm. It don't even sound like a go. It sound like a motherfucker on YouTube made a tight beat and tried to take a Jay-Z acapella and put it over it. That's what Girls, Girls, Girls 2 sound like. And Girls, Girls, Girls 1 is pure fucking classic. That might be the best song on that shit. Mm-hmm. Bro, like even though my least favorite song on the album is Song Cry, I think that Song Cry don't even need to be there. Right. Like, to me. And the most popular song off of that fucking album is Izzo. Okay, that shit was a smash hit for Jay-Z. Let's not get it twisted. Just Blaze might have the 2 best tracks on the damn shit. Mm-hmm. If we talking about Girls, 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 and you don't know, bruh, you telling me that I don't give a fuck if a damn dog that was stomping on the keyboard produced You Don't Know. Nigga, you don't take fucking no credit away from a nigga who made that shit.
Mm-hmm. Nah, that shit's fire. I mean, I think overall Kanye just be talking a lot of shit.
Yeah, bro,
I mean,
he got shit to
go
promote.
off and say Just Blaze is a copycat. I don't really understand that.
Bro, Just Blaze was out first. Bro, he was out on the Mace album.
Mm-hmm. That nigga's a great producer, no doubt. But I mean, I'm not even really familiar with that part because I didn't even see that part. The part that I was wanting to even go into was the John Legend and Big Sean shit.
Okay.
Just from the fact that the nigga Big Sean even came out and said he was hanging out with Kanye not too long.
He showed the video.
Yeah, not long before that. Right. He said nothing about that.
I think that you hanging out with Kanye not too long before that does not fucking much matter because you dealing with an unhinged motherfucker, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, if anything Kanye is starting to show you, bro, is that, bro,
he don't care who you is.
Bro, because remember, right before he started all that Drake shit, Drake was up there writing music for that Ye album, mm-hmm. bro. Like, I think that...
I even saw something that said he was working with Drake with some Larry Hoover shit. Like, some Larry getting him out.
Like,
shit.
Now?
Yeah.
Bro, I think if anything, Kanye is showing you, bro, that, bro, if you don't... He ain't to be trusted. If you ain't 100% for Kanye, mm-hmm. then you bet he gonna turn it. He gonna fucking flip the switch on you. Mm-hmm. Flip the switch. That's what he about to do.
That nigga Big Sean even came out and said he said he was with him and he didn't say nothing about that. And he also said that Kanye owes him something around $6 million.
Yeah, he deleted that tweet though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's between. I don't give a fuck how much money he owe you. That ain't gonna get me paid. Mm-hmm. But like, it is crazy that Kanye was doing that shit, bro. Like, he was hanging with the nigga right before that, and now he talking shit about him. No, he was hanging with the nigga. No, it won't that. He did the interview was first. He hung out with Big Sean after the interview. Oh, really? Big Sean said that interview happened before they hung out.
Damn.
It just hadn't came out yet. We're like,
that's crazy. Then when it just hung with that, yeah. That nigga Kanye definitely on some out there style shit. But I think it is overall just trying to ramp up for this Donda
Bruh, ain't
Deluxe
motherfucking nothing he can do to ramp me up to listen to Donda, bro. Like, after I heard Donda, to tell you the truth, I was like, I had an Eminem moment with Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
After I heard the album that Eminem put out with I'm Not Afraid,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what?
I
don't need
that.
I think it was the Recovery.
Yeah. I don't know.
I was like,
fuck it. If he drops the Donda Deluxe, I'm gonna listen to it. I mean, I still listen to Donda.
Donda was the Eminem moment for me.
Mm-hmm.
Recovery was that moment for Eminem, and Donda was that moment for Kanye. That was the moment where I said, I don't need to ever listen to this person's music again.
Right.
Like, that was it. Like, I don't need to ever listen to a new Kanye album ever again after Donda. And I haven't listened. The only time I listened to the new Eminem album is, I think, when we talked about one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. I haven't casually listened to an Eminem album ever again after Recovery. Man, I'm there with Kanye. I can go back and listen to some old Kanye, because I missed the old Kanye, sample the soul Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever he come out with next, he can miss me with it. Fuck him. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna listen to his bullshit.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna
really
buy his $200 button thing either.
Yo, and I actually was, because you can upload different music to that stem player though.
I know.
I actually, once I noticed that and saw a little bit of footage on it, I was like,
I wanted to try to get a blank stem player that don't have Kanye branding on it, but I don't know if those exist.
Yeah.
I'm sure they probably do, but I don't give a fuck to pay $200 for his.
Yeah, I even went up there and looked. If you was to go get one from like StockX, that shit is like $4 or something. But I'm not buying that shit for $400. That shit's beyond me. But I don't know. I feel like that nigga Kanye literally just trying to sell this new Donda shit. I mean, I'm eager to hear it, don't get me wrong, but he could have left all the antics and just dropped the shit. And it's kind of unclear to me. Well, it's not really unclear. The motherfucker is mad at Big Sean and John Legend over when he was running for president, and they was sticking with the Democrats and shit. But
like, Kanye was never gonna win the presidency, so I don't know why he been out of shape, bruh. It was like a nigga who make whack music getting mad because they homies say that the music is whack, instead of telling them that, oh shit, bruh, yeah man, put this out, because if you put it out, Def Jam gonna sign you tomorrow. This shit hot now, nigga. Your shit trash, bro. Yo, Kanye don't know what the fuck he was doing or talking about. He can start getting out there talking about Kim Kardashian having abortions and shit, bro. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with being the president, my nigga. Like,
nah. I mean, at first I was kind of like, I understand Kanye with the niggas not wanting to back him when he was running for president, but then again, it's like, I mean, that shit was kind of a joke.
No, it wasn't kind of a joke. That shit was a full-fledged joke.
Yeah,
bro.
like nigga,
to me.
You knew you weren't gonna get in that seat. So I don't know why he's even really upset. But now that nigga Big Sean talking about he can't wait for his Drink Champs. So,
bro, don't wait for Drink Champs. Just put it out now, bro. Like, but I will say this though. That Soulja Boy shit that Kanye said and that was fucking funny.
Oh, I ain't even get that far. What you say about Soulja Boy?
Oh, you ain't seen it?
Uh-uh.
The nigga was like, talking about how Soulja Boy was the future.
That shit was 2 hours long, bro. I'm not about to, like, dead ass, I'm not about to waste 2+ hours out of my day to watch these niggas sit up here and talk about some dumb shit.
As we make a 2-hour
No,
podcast.
They can watch this one. You watch it. You sit there for the entire time and watch this. I'm not watching Kanye bullshit. Nah.
But yeah, it's Kanye. He sat there and he was talking about how Soulja Boy was a top 5 most influential artist. And he is, because this internet shit is because of him.
Yeah.
Because of him and Lil B. It was those two. Even like they mobilized this internet music shit, at least in the rap industry. But So then Nori
Didn't
was
he say
like
his verse was trash or some shit?
Yeah, Nori was like, well, why you take him off the album? And Kanye was like, you ain't hear that verse?
Because I did see Soulja Boy over there. He was mad as fuck.
And then
talking about who cut your hair? Who cut your hair, nigga?
Then Nori was like, the verse wasn't good. Kanye was like, nah. But, like he ain't even speak around that shit. That nigga just was like, no.
Uh-huh.
And I'm inclined to agree with him. That verse is fucking sucked.
It was trash.
Like, and it talks about everything that come out my motherfucking mouth hard, nigga. No, it's not.
That nigga Soulja Boy is kind of like the thugnificent. That nigga's he mad thugnificent like. But that's besides the point. I mean, but back to Kanye. I mean, at this point, I believe Kanye just gonna say and do whatever the fuck he wants. And I mean,
I always told you, like, I didn't even know about this Deluxe Donda shit until you just told me. Bro.
Yeah, and that was only because he talked about it in like the first. Cause I watched about 20 minutes of that shit.
Yeah, I watched the clips.
Mm-hmm. I watched about 20 minutes front forward going into the video of that shit, and he sung some of it, and he quoted a few bars from it, and he said he didn't say when it was gonna drop. He just talked. He just said it was gonna be a Donda Deluxe.
Who cares?
Then he gonna be like, gonna put that Andre 3 stacks up there.
Then he gonna be like, yeah. This is the real album.
Mm-hmm.
Like my record label released the version y'all see without my permission. That's why it doesn't have cover art. This is what the album was supposed to be. I'm gonna say something, and motherfuckers might disagree with me. The last hot song Kanye dropped was "Lift Yourself."
Lift Yourself.
Yep. Except for the lyrics. Except for and fuck all that. But the last hot thing he dropped for like the first minute and a half before his mouth opens, Lift Yourself sounded like it was going to be fucking great. And then he came along and fucked it all up. He should have let that shit go to Drake. Drake would have probably made something good out of it.
Drake probably would have definitely ripped that shit, but too late. Niggas will never hear that Drake feature on that.
Shit, man, bro. I don't think I have really much else to say about nothing.
Nah, I mean, I'm just eager to see what unfolds from the rest of this bullshit. I wonder what else is gonna happen in a week.
Let's go out on this note right here. See if you remember this.
What?
You don't remember this shit?
Oh yeah. Hold on, that's the shit. Oh no, that's the shit.
That Crisis 2 theme song.
I do remember that shit. They got out there turning invisible and
Hold
shit.
on, let me see. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can't do it yet.
Niggas out there turning invisible. But so Trav and Astorworld.
Niggas is letting off.
Boosie, Kanye West, Alpo. The Recovery Room Podcast.
That's fucking theme song is hot as fuck.
So up off your feet. Let's get it on. Nah, but I ain't got shit else to say.
I don't either, man. I'm out of here.
Look forward to a special guest on the next episode.